Hey guys, Chris Vaughn here. Going to go over the new Honda CRF450 2021 model. I have the 450 edition. I'm going to go over all the issues that everybody's been having, how I've gone along with the process of it, where I'm at right now, and how I'm gonna fix it, and what we're gonna do from here on out. Maybe this video will help some of you guys. I haven't seen a video like this that kind of goes through the process and the demons that everybody's been facing here lately. So I'm going to go ahead and start with, most importantly, most guys that get their bikes that are serious about the sport, they go ahead and they pull the front tire, rear tire, linkage apart, swing arm bearing and bolts and stuff like that, and re-greases everything. But a lot of people don't. So with this bike in particular, it wasn't just me, a lot of other guys too I've been reading about. So first thing you need to do, guys, is definitely knock this thing out. Zero grease on the swing arm bolt, zero grease on the rear bolt. So front was done because I was standing there while the guy did it when he was assembling the bike. So another issue that we're having, spark plugs fouling due to ECU issues. So we suggested that you run a hotter plug from a 10 to a 9. I will tell you guys this, that doesn't fix it. It's definitely an ECU mapping problem. I'm running VP T4. I've never had any pump gas in this thing. I've never fouled a plug. So even though I was told to swap it due to the issues. So what's happening with the map, and some of you guys might be fouling plugs, and I'm sure you are, and that's due to the pump gas and it's running rich because of the programming. So what you want to do, some of you guys that can afford it, if you really think about it, the VP T4 is a standard fuel. You don't have to have remap. It's 100 octane. So my suggestion is, if you're a weekend warrior, and I'm older now, I'm a vet, so I don't really ride as much as I used to, just kind of here and now. So it's really worth it to me to purchase the VP fuel because it lasts longer, it stays in the can, it doesn't reduce in octane at all, stays sealed. So that's my suggestion. If you can swing it, it's anywhere from $60 to $80 depending on who you get it from and what time of year it is and gas prices and stuff. So, but anyway, back to the ECU. I had the same problem everybody else had. Initial rich burble off the bottom, a little bit of backfire. I did have at one point, after I washed it, I tried to crank it up. It didn't want to crank that day. I waited a little while, hit it again. It did fire up. So as soon as I found out, working through Covington Power Sports, those guys are really great. I don't know how good y'all's dealers are. Speaking of your dealers, if they're charging you at all, they should not be doing that. There will be a bulletin released. The service manager from my dealer has talked to his service tech representative from Honda, and he was told, even in an email, there will be a bulletin released to all of the dealers. So you guys need to know that there will be a bulletin. If you're still getting charged for service, I'd file a complaint. You go to Honda's website, there's a complaint part of it you go to. Long drawn out process. I don't know if you're going to be able to get your refund or not through that, but it should help you, and I don't know how that's going to work. But the guys that I'm working with at Covington Power Sports are amazing. It's really not their problem. It's not their fault. And you guys know that. You're just the consumer. So I brought the bike in as soon as they told me that there was a new map that came down the pipe from Honda that was supposed to fix all of the ECU issues. And I will tell you this, it didn't fix it. It absolutely made it 1,000 times worse. So what it's doing now, and I can simulate it every single time I want to. I can put it in third gear, run down a straightaway, roll off the throttle, let the bike engine brake into the turn, and then immediately when I go to roll back on the throttle, the engine will flame out, and it just won't. And you pop the throttle, pop the throttle, pop the throttle, and it'll eventually kind of take back off. And after that, it'll kind of pop and spit and backfire, and then it'll run normal for maybe a half a lap on straightaway. As soon as the engine brake again, roll the throttle, cruise, it'll do it again, or it'll do it in the face of a jump, which is that's not what you want to happen. It's a serious issue Honda has. It's going to get some people hurt. I know that they are working on it. I did ask for the service manager to point blank ask Honda if they have a new map that they are going to distribute out to all the buyers, and the answer to that was no. There's nothing coming down the pipe. So basically, if you have the new map, you're stuck with it. There is another issue that I'm waiting on the fix for, and that is the issue with the fuel injectors. Honda had a bad batch of fuel injectors. If you've watched Lee Thompson's videos, he goes over it. He did have his replaced, but at the same time, he also had his ECU reprogrammed by Twisted Development. And just so I'm clear with you guys, Twisted Development reprogram will fix the issue, hands down. But they are only able to program maps 2 and 3. So you're still stuck with one bad map. So you don't get 1, 2, and 3. Most guys can live with that. I truly believe Honda should put another map out. So what I'm going to do is, my fuel injector comes in this week, and the only thing that Lee didn't do that I'm going to do, I'm waiting before I take my ECU out and send it to Twisted Development. I'm actually going step by step for you guys, and just in case, it could be the fuel injector. Do I think it is? No. But process of elimination, and this is what I kind of like to do. So fuel injector will be replaced sometime this week, and the weather's really cold down here right now. So I'm going to tough it out anyway. I know how to make the bike mess up if it's going to mess up, so that's what I'm going to do as soon as they replace it. And I'll do another vlog. I'll probably wear the GoPro and simulate it and try to get it to do it while you guys can actually see it and hear it happen. And other than that, I have been working with Steve Ross at Factory Connection prior to sending the suspension off, which is something I typically do, which is a lot of guys send their suspension off, and this has been a balance issue with this bike as well. I'm going to do a little more vlogs on that and try to get a base setting from Factory Connection. Steve Ross is great. I've really enjoyed talking with him and knowing him, and I'm looking forward to kind of getting the bike as good as you can get stock, and I'm going to release those settings. The settings that I have right now are pretty good, but it's still, I still think, you know, at where I'm at in my life and the level that I'm still riding at, I'm more than likely going to send the suspension off. So most people will. So other than that, guys, this is the update, kind of the step-by-step process of where I've started from and where I'm at right now. And as soon as I get an update on how the bike runs after fuel injector, I'm going to let you guys know. And if that doesn't fix the issue, then definitely sending it off to Jamie at Twisted Development, and it'll definitely be fixed at that point. But once again, I'm going to lose a man. And I truly believe, as a customer of Honda, I don't think you should be without what you actually paid for. So anyway, guys, leave some comments. I want to hear your thoughts, feedback. This is like one of my first ever videos, so don't know how good I did. You can bash me if you want to. So anyway, see you guys later.